So I'll just do the intro later. I have a bunch of stuff in my room that I have to bring down, and I'm gonna time lapse it. So watch me struggle! My room has been a torture chamber for far too long. So in this video, you will see the progress, the journey, nay, transformation of not only my room, but my soul. So yeah, this is the video where I showed you the before and after of my room. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So originally, this is what my room looked like. Very cluttered. The bed was in the middle of my freaking room. Because of feng shui, my mother did not want it to face towards the doorway. So as you can see, I had two tables that did not help. So I often had to get an extra table just to put my stuff there, and I would usually have like a guest in my room, like my younger brother, and he would sleep on the floor, etc. So around this time, I started moving my bed and items in a different direction. As you can see here, now it faces the doorway, much to my mom's chagrin or whatever. Now you can see it looks a bit more clean. However, the problem's still there. I have two desks that I need, which is unfortunate because I have a lot of work. Next, I'm showing you guys all my stuff. My problem is I'm also very sentimental. I have a problem, but that did not stop me from taking more pictures of my room, and I thought I was really happy about this layout until I had visitors in my room who had to sleep here while we were getting our whole house fixed. So eventually, my brother and I devised a plan to make my room into a loft. And look at me taking pictures. Oh, look at me! I'm so happy. So at this part, they've completed the first part of the loft, which is the bed itself. I told my brother I wanted stairs that had holes in them so it would be extra storage. I really like IKEA furniture, so you understand where I got the idea from. So we added more table space in that area. I asked them if I could have like a wider space in that middle plank because I tend to have a lot of items. If I didn't have this extra stuff, my extra space, my stuff would have like fallen off, or I wouldn't even have the chance to have some of the items I have now on it. You'll see later. So they painted a bunch of things, they added some support to the sides, and the shelves are also there for me to not only utilize the whole area but to also add some figurines because I'm a weeb. We painted everything white, took out the red wall on the side. We bought myself a new bookshelf because I'm that bitch. So I was able to move my stuff in fairly quickly, and as you can see, it looks way bigger and looks way more efficient. Okay, but that's not the only thing I added. Okay, so you will now see a time lapse of me bringing down a lot of heavy things from the top part of my bed because that's where I placed a lot. Well, that's where they placed some of my things. So I hope that was at least a bit worth it to take a video of myself. Oh god. Okay, I'm allergic to dust, so look at that baby sweat. Look at that baby hair sweat. Okay. So I just moved everything down, all the heavy things. It's a bit of a mess. So now I'm going to assemble a rack just so I can move some of the things here at the stairs to there, so I can use the drawers that was meant there. I'm just putting out word vomit. I'll do a more in-depth thing in a while. Now, the reason why I call this Ooga Booga time is that you know how our ancestors, the cavemen, they invented a bunch of like really cool things, and they had to use their human brain to figure out things. And I just really felt in touch with my ancestors at this moment, where I had to understand something that had
barely any instructions. Yeah, so I had to ask my younger brother for help as well, because even though I have the brains for it, I do not have the height for it, unfortunately. And now we see me going around the midpoint of my room, which is half the bookshelf being finished, half chaos on the desk, and me. And oh, don't forget to look down. Oh, there you go. Still pretty hectic, especially in this area. So this is my priority area for tomorrow. That's the desk area, which is the easiest part. All the arranging and all the adding of the things that I need to hide and organize are in their proper places. All the miscellaneous things are out in the open, so that's what I'm going to handle. This is so far the miscellaneous cabinet. Yes. So here's 90% done. Yes, so I set up a little computer area here. The reason why I wanted an extra keyboard was because one, it's pink, and two, because I don't want to be too near the laptop. So I have my cutter here, but I will have to move it every time I use it, which means I have to move these. My printer should have been where my laptop is, but for some reason, somebody decided to add the socket on this side instead of the other side. Wanted it to be on this left side, which can't actually reach the hole of the socket, which is all the way there at the back. So I have my yarn there and organized paper things there. This is to be fixed, but yeah, this is where I'm gonna put some artwork. A lot of my memos should be there, files there. Yeah, and under here is where most of the work items are, but I just don't want it to be a nuisance to the eye or for myself. Look, it's me. Oh yeah, before I get to the bookshelf. So, right beside the rest of my table is my original vanity area, but this time, a bit more space here. And as you can see, I labeled these things. I'm still gonna add better labels. So under my vanity area is my hobbies drawer, which is all my art supplies. Under that is like where my makeup is. And then the rest are a bunch of like machinery, aka like button pressings, laminators, etc. Next, going towards my beautiful bookshelf. So here you can see the first half, a bunch of like display toys. I don't want to touch my Nendoroids yet. So here at the bottom are my manga or any comic book item, and some toys as well, some figurines. Okay, going down here, English books and some things that I want to read. Okay, and a bit of my art supplies. So as you can see, I own more manga than I do own some books. However, most of these are already read. So these are the ones I'm about to read and, well, attempting to read. Here at the bottom going down are just like items that I don't know how to sort. This is also my random clutter bookshelf. Okay, going here to the TV side. Okay, so my old desk that I used to use, so compared to everything that you just saw, this used to be what I used. So now it's my credenza thingy, or basically something where I put my clutter or things that people try to ask for when they go into my room. So here I put the office supplies, so everything that is often asked for: punchers, tape, my office supplies, pens. Find it here. Next are a bunch of like electrical things like adapters, all those things. Yeah. And also I put the switch here just so it's near the TV. Yeah. And going up here, I specifically asked my brother to design stairs with holes in them for this reason. So a lot of my items are also hidden in boxes inside. So yeah. Next, going up here, so I still have to fix the shelves over here on this side. Ouch. So my bed is here. Yeah. So for my bed, I wanted a loft for a really long time now, but we never really had the time and the design to do it. So thankfully my brother knows how to design these kinds of things, and hopefully I will be able to watch things properly even at this angle. And at least the aircon goes towards me, which is great. So I'm just gonna take a nap now. I'm really tired. Bye. I can explain. It's pink. And thus ends the tour of me getting my room fixed. I will hopefully make more content in the next month with all the progress I'm doing. Yeah, I have a pink keyboard, and I think that really just fixed my life. You know, having a pink gaming mouse, pink sketchy gaming earphones, and a really beautiful keyboard. I think I'm set. I think I'm set to work proper. I hope you like the very weird video of my studio that you just watched. I will be doing more drawing videos, and more. I'll try to do a few more like skit type thingies if I'm up for it. Other than that, check out my social media. I do a bunch of other drawings, I think. Yes, subscribe. Subscribe. If you're just gonna watch me while I say subscribe, you know what? Fine, okay. I'll vibe out you not subscribing while you vibe the pandemic out. Or subscribe. Those two aren't mutually exclusive.